Yes, guys, welcome to another show of YARDCHAT. Thank you for joining me, guys. Thank you for joining me this afternoon. Let's get into the show right now. So let's get into the show. Remember, guys, listen. Remember, I was telling you guys about all the report from Jamaica, update news, and all of that. I have some news coming out of Jamaica that happened. And guys, remember I told you guys Monday. They will probably, fill Paula Llewellyn position, which they did. The new DPP of Jamaica prosecutor is Claudette Thompson. This lady have a lot of experience, been in this type of field for about a lot of years. Um, she also is a senior deputy for 10 years. So, we're going to get into the show, man, because Thompson is 49 years old, and been around, since 2018, she's been a deputy since 2018, and she's temporary filling the seat or the interim or filling, however you want to look at it. Paula Llewellyn is no longer in office. We have another lady, Miss Thompson, Claudette Thompson, that took the position. And, Miss Thompson had experience, and the question that I want to ask the Jamaican people is this. Is this a new era? Or are we going to see the same propaganda? Because let me tell you something. They're from the same flock or the same cloth, figure of speech. And is this going to impact the Vaz Cartel case? No. This has nothing to do with Vaz Cartel. This has nothing to do with Vaz Cartel. You know what I mean? Speaking about the Vaz Cartel case, not taking nothing away from Paula Llewellyn and Claudette Thompson. Check this out now. Esther Buchanan went on social media and he did an interview about maybe like a couple days ago, and how he's talking about how all the paper in Jamaica and the Gleaner and the Observer, them all got the news about cartel date and retrial and hearing before he did. People, I don't know what game these people are playing, but someone is playing game in Jamaica. People are playing games in Jamaica. I'm not pointing fingers. I'm not throwing no stone, but people are playing games in Jamaica. Mr. Buchanan went on record and said, why should he pass bail? Why should a person who case has been squashed? They're not doing paperwork for about bail. So all these people talking about cartel is getting bail. They don't know what they're talking about. Okay. The Jamaican prosecutor have to make their case in front of the judge, and the defender have to make their case. According to the paperwork that I'm looking at and information that I'm getting, people. Like I said before in certain videos, I thought cartel was going to go to case on the 16th because there was some article I read that's saying all the legal terms and document they're going to present themselves is from the 10th to the 15th or the 16th, and cartel will come to case when they decide to have the verdict if this man will be retrial or so-called squash. Because right now, nothing is squash. So I don't know where people going with this, talking about, oh, the case squash. So Mr. Buchanan saying, how can we get bail for a person that don't have a case? No, they're waiting for people. Something is not right in this case. Something is not right. I'm hearing so many stories. Oh, waiting for the king to sign off. Oh, waiting for this, waiting for that. That, to me, that is a bunch of nonsense. I cannot, people, it's not reasonable and a logical mind. Think about it, people. I believe they're going to do a retrial because there is evidence there to show that a crime did commit. Keep it real. We all know that. And listen, people, when I come on social media, I say I don't come on social media to talk nonsense. I come on social media with a reasonable mind. You understand what I'm saying? A reasonable mind of thoughts, law on a on in the law. You're looking at it from the law point of view. You're not looking at from your personal view. Oh, you like cartel, or he got set up, this, that, whatever you want to believe. The court's going to have to decide if this man, because both parties going to bring their A game and their information to the courts and to the judge, decide what next step to do. YARDCHAT personally believe that cartel will go and try a retrial. Because people, the reason why I'm saying retrial, because there were certain things in the first case that they had evidence. And the evidence that they presented is there and they cannot change it because it's evidence. And the problem that I'm having with this case now is this. The problem that I have, it don't make no sense to me, because if the court in England had the authority and the power to release cartel, they should have released cartel, but they know this man did something. You understand me, as a people? So this is where I stand. This is where, and the problem is this. Everybody is talking about this cartel case and not being realistic and look at it on a reasonable point of view. Everybody's going on their emotion and feelings and not realizing a crime was committed. And there's proof of that there was a crime was committed, even though they didn't have a body. But you have people who are testifying of what went down. You understand me, as a people? So what the problem is now, a lot of people is shutting up now because Mr. Istra Buchanan put it to arrest about this bail. They did not do no paperwork for cartel to go for bail. No paperwork was done. That's coming from Buchanan mouth himself. And it appeared this man is talking too much. This man, you have a case, and listen, people, this what just dropped into my vibes. Do you see clout and fame? It could be very, very addictive or addicting to that type of platform you want, the fame. And I cannot understand how a lawyer supposed to be, and the way that he was speaking in an interview, people, it wasn't in a good tone. It wasn't a good tone that he presented that day. It was not a good tone. And I felt a vibe like this man going to have to go fight for cartel life. No, because to me, it appeared that cartel will get retrial for this murder, people, because there is too much thing against cartel. Even though, people, there was a tempering of the jury. So my question is, who was tempting to bribe the jury? Who was the bribe originally coming from? All these questions must answer, guys. You know what I mean? And the thing is, a lot of people is just talking and not looking at this case on a legal point and a legal angle. You have to look at it, because you cannot look at it as a personal, on a personal view of it, a personal level. You cannot look at it as a friend. You got to look at it as the lawyers and the judges looking at it, looking at the evidence, looking at the factors in this case. And there is a lot of factor in this case that Lizard and cartel was associated, but somehow something went south. And when something went south, Lizard is not here to talk for himself. It's like Lizard is dead in a figure of speech, because what them say, dead men don't tell no tale. Right now there is nobody. And there is evidence and things like that where you have people on video talking about get rid of body and all of them things. Even those tape was confiscated illegally, it's showing you if Cartel do get off, he will get off on a technicality, and a technicality doesn't mean that you are innocent, people. It's the technical failure of the prosecution and the defender. They should have asked for a new trial when all of that went down, but somehow, the judge felt like he had enough evidence for the jury to deliberate to bring back a verdict, which they did. I don't know, people. This case happened to. Did Cartel took a plea because Cartel was supposed to be in jail for life or 35 years, and I think he took some plea bargain and this and that. I'm not sure, but all I know is this. They have to get to the bottom of this case and come forward and present it as if it's the case on trial. That is what the prosecutor going to do. They're going to present themselves like the case is on trial now, because you have to present yourself to the judge, because you have to prove yourself why this man need to go on to retrial for the murder of Lizard. And people, we all know the history of Lizard and this and that and this and that. And people say, oh, we just took another bad person off the planet, which is wrong. No one have the right to take the law in their hand. You understand me, I say, people? So these are the things that we got to look at. And I am sick of people coming on social media talking, oh, free world boss, this and that. World boss is not free. World boss have to go through the legal steps if he want to be free. He cannot just say the case squash and he's in jail. That don't make no sense, people. And his lawyer said they're going to have to fight for this man's freedom. They're going to fight because they are not going to let Cartel walk out of the courthouse like that. Especially, they know that this man did something. Let's keep it real. And that's the problem with Jamaican people. They don't want to be real with themselves. They prefer to support the propaganda and the bad behavior and all these negative lyrics and all these things that all these entertainers is pushing out to the young. And no one want to speak about this thing. When you speak about this thing, come off of his name, this and that. No, it's not to come off his name. We have to be realistic and look at this. Something went down, guys. Something went down. Something went down. You understand me, I said, people? And that is where I stand on this, guys. That is where I stand. And you know what I mean? That is where I stand. I stand on the stand of righteousness and fair and truth. And anybody who's against that, that means they stand for something else. If you cannot support the truth and righteousness, you want righteousness to prevail and the truth and to be fair. Just like Cartel did not get a fair trial, no, they will make sure this man get his fair trial. But at the same time, the prosecutor want to present a case. So they have a retrial for the murder of Lizard. Basically, that's what they want to do. And listen, guys, leave your comment. A lot of people might not agree with me, but people, you guys have to look at this on a realistic point of view. Don't look at it, oh, he spent time in jail already on this and that. No, because if he's found guilty of murder, 13 years does not serve the prison term for murder. And we all know that. Listen, guys, thank you for joining me this afternoon. If you like this video, make sure you press the like button, share, and subscribe, guys. Until next time, all right?